to
LeeAnn.
Okay, great. So I wanted to talk tonight about recruiting.
Talk some more.
I should have led with the question, what is the lifeblood of this business?
Duplication.
Duplication.
Okay, so I just said it.
Recruiting. Wait. Sorry, I forgot to kiss up to
Recruiting and
the teacher.
duplicating that recruiting over and over again.
Yeah, so recruiting business partners, really, that is the name of the game. I think I was listening to a podcast and with someone who had reached the top rank in her company. I do not know, they never said the company. So and that was her big takeaway, is if only I would have started recruiting business partners in the beginning, right? As opposed to being very product focused. So, I mean, the product's great. It's amazing. Of course, we want to share it and we want to help people. We want to like make income in this business. We need business partners. And so she has some tips on how to do that. And one of my favorite takeaways was that action leads to confidence, which leads to belief. Because I think at this point, a lot of us, we've done a lot of these trainings and everything, and we can see like belief is key. If we believe we can do it or we can't, we're right? I don't know if those are the exact words of the quote, but so how do we believe? And so it starts with action, imperfect action even, right? Let's see. So her big tip was, I mean, it's so obvious, it's a numbers game, right? So ask everybody. When we're having our classes, when we're having our one-on-one sales conversations, are we asking them if they're interested in business? And it's easy not to, but it also can be easy to ask them. And one of my favorite, very simple scripts for this it's from Tasha from the Emerge sales training. So y'all might recognize this, but it simply starts with this phrase, I don't want to make any assumptions, right? How nice is that? How does that feel when you're saying to someone? It feels very sincere. I don't want to make any assumptions. Are you interested in learning how an income from doTERRA would help your family?
Like that.
And it goes, I think it's a great phrase to use also when you're just talking about the products, especially if you're talking to someone who you kind of think might not fit the demographics, like a guy or someone who's young and they look very healthy. I don't want to make any assumptions, but could you benefit from, some natural products or from, but yes. So I think it's easy for us to think that, well, if people wanted to do the business, they would just tell me.
Mm-hmm.
But has that happened to any of us on this call? Has anyone just come up to you out of the blue and be like, I want to do doTERRA?
No.
I want to do this business.
It has happened to me, but I don't think they understood what they were saying, or I misunderstood what they meant by that.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's funny, Shalene, is pretty much I did that to you. And pretty much Cleveland did that to me. But it's exceedingly rare, I think, from what I have heard and also what I've seen. I mean, Cleveland is the one so far that I have had that experience with. And she already knew about doTERRA, just like I, before I found LeeAnn, already knew about doTERRA. And we're going to run into more and more people who already know about doTERRA. So maybe that part will just get easier. So people who see the success stories and they're looking for someone that they know and trust personally instead of joining some random person's team. So the point is, they don't know how awesome this business is, how awesome this opportunity is until we tell them, show them. There's all kinds of ways we can tell and show them, especially by our actions and what we're doing. So, also, so we did a 4-way call, me, Patty, Sherry, and Allison today. Allison is one of Patty's customers, and it was all about the business opportunity. And so Sherry asked this question, and I thought it was a fantastic question. What would your life look like if you didn't take the business opportunity with doTERRA? And so, you know, for some people, that's going to mean more of the same of what they don't want. Like, they don't have a great end point in sight, and they are looking for something better. And I thought that was a very insightful question, because it helps us to think, oh my gosh, what if I don't help them? They're going to be stuck with whatever it was. So that was a good, different perspective than I have thought of before.
I'm curious, did you do a Zoom when you were talking with the 4-way call?
We did.
There's a lot to be said. Just my suggestion to always do it face to face like that, because you can read a person's face, you can see where their excitement's coming in, whereas with just voice, you can't do that quite as much.
Right. Allison's camera wasn't working very well, so we had her voice and she had our faces.
Yeah.
So
we did the best we could.
We did the best.
I agree with you. Absolutely. If you get a chance to do the video call as opposed to a call.
So I have a question about her upgrading from a customer to a wellness advocate. When she does that, she's going to get the benefits of being a wellness advocate. What happens to her upline then? Does her order for this month become an LRP for her wellness advocate qualification? What does that mean for, because we can't be doing like fast start all over again, right?
So great question. Almost nothing changes.
Okay.
A customer.
That's what I figured.
A customer and advocate are nearly identical, but one has the ability to make commission and one does not. So, okay, this is a great question in her case, because last month she made an order of 94 PV. And if she does that again this month, well, her account's an advocate, but she wouldn't be eligible for commission. So
if she enrolled anybody, she would not get paid.
Oh, okay. All right.
So she, before there wasn't, I guess there was a benefit to get free shipping at 100, but other than that, there was no.
So there's one other thing. When they become a wellness advocate, they get the doTERRA webpage. And
yes, I did walk her through that. Yeah, she did. She was like, oh, I have my own space. Yeah, go do it. This is your business now. So so she's going to do that. And I showed her the link generator and stuff like that. So
love it.
Awesome.
So yeah. She's gonna link into these recordings tonight. So she's gonna hear me talking about her. Hi, Allison.
That's great. That is great.
Welcome, Allison.
Did not use last name, so
Allison Chantel. Allison Chantel.
What, Patty?
It's okay. Allison, welcome. We love you.
Yes, hopefully she wants to be known. Okay, so moving on with our business partners that we are recruiting. I'm a big advocate of the making your attributes list. Patty and LeeAnn already know this for sure. 25 attributes of your ideal builder, not just the one you will settle for, but how much are they buying a month? Are they buying 100 to get paid? Are they and their husbands or wives, their children all on the vitamins? I mean, that's going to be, maybe that's 200 order, maybe that's a 300 order. What's your ideal customer ordering in some kind of reasonable situation, right? What are they attending? Are they attending convention? Are they attending these weekly classes? Are they attending classes that they're hosted, that you're teaching with them or that they're teaching with your assistants? How are they showing up?
I would love if you would share a few real lines from your list, LeeAnn, because my first list was very boring. I want somebody with integrity. I want somebody with excitement. Mine were one word, this or that. And then you hear, boom, LeeAnn and John's list after doing their training. And you're like, duh, it doesn't have to be one word. Listen to LeeAnn's.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah. I think the idea is we should use the most magnificent words.
Yes.
And be just really enthusiastic about it. And that we should be as specific as possible. So the idea of 25 attributes helps us get to a certain level of specificity, and might go beyond that. So let's see. A visionary. Having vision is very important to me, where they kind of see something and they're not just going to be like, let me try it for 2 weeks and, jet. Someone who's punctual, that's important to me. I don't want to be waiting around and someone who is tech savvy also. It's not, we are all here. We're a very supportive team. We have a lot of knowledge and we're happy to teach and train. But this is the ideal person. They're coming in and in a lot of ways, they're already trained. They're experienced people. They're organized. Okay, that's boring. But the enjoys music and dance or movement or something,
I was like, what? Where'd you get that? But how cool is that?
So on my list, I have wants to build a legacy for their family.
Yeah.
I have has a supportive partner or spouse, social media skills, attends convention. Mm-hmm. I have very specific, stuff there for my ideal partner attributes. It was not easy because you want to have ideal customer attributes, and then you want to build another 25 attributes for your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not easy. Coming up with 50 positive things to say about somebody. Come on.
There's a good chance there's going to be a lot of overlap too. You can reuse them. But and with what else? I put that they love the environment on mine. It's not super related to doTERRA directly.
It is now.
It is now. Yeah.
I think it is now.
I feel like indirectly it is, absolutely. But I like when I see a trash can and a recycling can right next to each other, and I see someone throw away the wrong thing, like that, it doesn't bother me that
it hurts me. I'm sorry. It hurts me because I don't have the opportunity to recycle where I am.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm someplace where I can recycle, I love being able to do it.
Yeah. I'm not bothered that they did the wrong thing, like the incorrect thing. It's not that kind of attention to detail thing, but it's like, that was a lost opportunity for something cool. And how many times is that happening multiplied by numerous people? So yeah, it makes me very sad. I have all the signs in my kitchen. I got the recycling, the compost, and the trash. And now I have this extra, the Ridwell bin, which is kind of a recycling plus program, is very important to me. So I want to have that kind of connection with my business partner and that understanding where we can have a deeper connection. But I could probably say a lot more, but we're at 8 o'clock. I feel like it's pretty good.
Great discussion. If we can all just wrap our minds around the kind of people we're looking for, we're going to start finding them, just like those feathers from retreat. And then I was in a meeting on Sunday, and one of the ladies said, you know, I just love dragonflies. And I started to think about dragonflies more often. She says, and now there's like this infestation. I'm seeing dragonflies everywhere. And I thought of our feathers from retreat. And that's what this is about. We think about these wonderful people. We're going to find them. And
it's like a vision board.
Yep.
That's what it is. We're programming ourselves to find these things by repeating these things to ourselves.
Going to make it happen. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, LeeAnn. Wonderful night. You guys are awesome.
Great night.
Super excited for the wonderful new product. And convention's only 4 weeks away. Going to be awesome. Love y'all.